Welcome into your Pig Trail Nation report. Great to be with you, Alyssa Orange, alongside the rest of the crew, Jacob, Evan, and Courtney. Excited to talk about the Arkansas defense, what we liked, what we didn't like from fall camp. And I'm relying on you guys because I'm still playing catch up here. So the first question I'm going to pose to the gang is, who impressed you the most out of fall camp? Go ahead, write down your answer, because I think, you know, a lot of guys are trying to stand out, specifically on the defensive side of the ball, and set themselves apart. So I'd love to see what you guys do. Evan keeps finishing first, so we're going to go to Evan first. Who you got?
Yeah, well, I don't want to give away what somebody else is doing, but one guy in the defensive line that I thought performed really well was Cam Ball. It's going to be interesting to see in his junior season how he steps up and he's able to play against Landon. You know, Landon Jackson's going to draw a lot of attention, so this is a really good opportunity. And what Cam Ball showed us in the fall is that he's going to have a good time getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, I love Cam. Jacob?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the secondary and go with TJ Metcalf, and I'm not going to have anything to do with what I have to say. I'm just going to go with what Travis Williams said, and he said he's the most improved guy on the entire defense. He's played really well. Looking to maybe crack that starting rotation. He's going to play a big role regardless. Give me TJ Metcalf.
It's the guy no one was talking about. Everyone's talking about him now. All right.
Everyone's talking about this guy, so it's obvious. Landon Jackson, how did you guys not pick him? Come on. I mean, when you're on literally every single award watch list, preseason, all SEC, all those things, how could you not put him as a guy to watch out for this season? 3 sacks in the second scrimmage for the Hogs. Give me Landon Jackson. This is a guy you're going to be hearing a whole lot this season, and for good reason, too.
Yeah, that was the easy answer. All right, everybody erase. And next, I've kind of posed the same questions I did with the offense when we talked about that earlier. By the way, if you missed it, you can watch it on our website. I posed these questions to you guys. And again, Jacob, I'm going to talk to you first. You can write down your answer. Yeah. I want to know the strongest position group on the defensive side of the ball, in your opinion.
I am going to go the defensive line for a lot of the reasons that Courtney and Evan talked about. It's a group that's incredibly deep. It brings back, obviously, Landon Jackson and Cam Ball, but you add in a guy like Anton Junkaj, a guy who led the entire FCS in sacks a season ago. It's an incredibly deep group. It's going to be the group that anchors the defense that had a strong year a season ago and is looking to do the same next year.
Everybody's getting defensive ends out of Albany. Just saying. Courtney, the strongest or the weakest position group on the defensive side?
Yeah, maybe some people won't like me for saying this, but the linebackers, I went with kind of the obvious choice there, and the fact that they lost a lot of their production from last year and they've been rebuilding that position group. Obviously, Xavier Sorey Jr. headlines that group from Georgia. We've seen flashes of like, oh, they can do this and this in fall camp. But a lot of question marks still there.
I think that's why they're the weakest. It's the question marks we've yet to see. All right, and Evan, lastly, I asked you, what's going to surprise me?
I think it's going to be the defensive backs. I think Jalen Braxton takes a really big step in year 2 at Arkansas and continues to be one of the best corners in the SEC. And on top of that, I like what they've done. They've added Nico Slaughter from Tennessee. Hudson Clark, I think, is going to have a really good season. And on top of that, there's a lot of kind of diversity where they're playing some defensive backs at the linebacker position and vice versa. So some linebackers are coming to the defensive backs.
We'll see if they can keep up with that speed in the SEC. I'm really excited to see this defense under year 2 with Travis Williams and the guys that they've brought in, and of course how it balances with that Bobby Petrino offense. And again, we talked about the offense. It's over on our website if you missed it. But for the gang, Jacob, Evan, and Courtney, I'm Alyssa Orange. That is going to do it for your Pig Trail Nation report.